skirting around in the night, preparing a din that feels just right. No, not my son, no place to call home, 'cause he knew you'd give him one.
Hey everybody, hi, how are you today? So it's Gretchen here with Story and Art, and I'm doing a premiere recording because we had all that technical difficulty. I'm on the road. I'm in Phoenix at my daughter and son-in-law's house and having just all kinds of crazy technical internet issues when I try to go live. And then last night, I think I blew out a microphone. On my lavalier. So uh, that's why we have the fabulous pink, fluorescent pink karaoke microphone that belongs to my granddaughter Layla. So it is not the finest quality in sound, but at least it's some sound. So we're checking this out. I'm going to check that sound, make sure that we've got that and everything is going well and we are good. So that's it for now. So here we are. We're going to see how this goes, and hopefully this is my second round on this. Earlier I tried something else and recorded half of it with empty. So let's see how this goes. Today's story is a book called Saving Samantha, and it is a true story. And I'm going to start out by just telling you a little bit about the couple that wrote the book and illustrated the book and what they do. It's pretty cool. I think you're going to like it. It's called Saving Samantha. It was also the partial inspiration for the opening illustration that was in the little opening slideshow. This picture right here is something I drew based on Painted Willow's whimsical fox tutorial on YouTube, but I had read the book Saving Samantha, and there is the point where the fox kind of looks like this that's in the book, and this, oh yeah, I just thought it was fun. So that's my little whimsical fox and ode to this book. So here we have it. All right, here we go with Saving Samantha. A True Story by Robin Smith van Frankenhuizen and Gilbert van Frankenhuizen. Just like the message in our first book, Adapted by an Owl, the ultimate goal in caring for injured wildlife is to rehabilitate and release them back into the wild. We do this under strict state and federal guidelines and regulations. Nature journaling is an enjoyable part of our daily lives. On the Hazel Ridge farm, our 40-acre farm has 5 miles of trails. Our 40-acre farm has 5 miles of trails and weave through wetlands, woodlands, and open fields. Daily walks lead to many discoveries, and recording them with words and sketches comes as naturally as breathing. The relaxed writing style of journaling sets no rules or expects no masterpiece. In journals, we can write or draw whatever we want, whenever we want, and however it suits us. We do it because it's fun. We do it because our memories are not as reliable as they once were, but mostly we do it as a legacy to our daughters, Kelly and Heather, so they will remember not only the big events, but also the small natural wonders that fill their lives as they grow up on the farm. Saving Samantha could never have been written without our journals. The journal entries in this book are actual observations of Samantha's return to the wild. Enjoy. About the author and illustrator. This is the second book Robin and Gilbert have worked on together about wildlife rehabilitation. The first, adopted by an owl, was published in 2001. Since 1980, they have lived on a 40-acre farm in Bath, Michigan, with their daughters Heather and Kelly. The family has raised and released many injured and orphan animals over the years, documenting each special story in their journals. Their family farm can be visited online at my.voyager.net / dash Robin, ROBBYN / Saving Samantha. One sunny spring morning, after all the farm animals had been tended to, Robin and the family dog Miles set off on their morning walk. Robin was eager to check out the young fox family living in the den at the farthest corner of their 40-acre farm. The meadows were bursting with a wild display of springtime color. Tweets, twitters, and trills filled the air, and from the call of the regal sandhill crane to the solemn drum of the bullfrog, each creature shared its song. Up and over the hill, Miles froze, ears alert to a distant sound. Within seconds, Robin recognized the high-pitched yelps of an animal in distress and knew it was coming from the fox den. Just outside the den, a young fox pup was struggling to free its leg from a rusty trap. The leg was twisted at an odd angle, and since fur trapping season wouldn't start until November, Robin knew someone had intentionally set out to capture a pup. "It's okay, little fox. It's okay," she whispered. Her soothing voice and gentle touch calmed the wary pup as she pried open the trap. With the frightened fox safely nestled in her jacket, Robin and Miles raced home. With the help from her family, Robin was able to align the broken leg bones and wrap a wet plaster cast around the pup's leg. Samantha, as the family came to call the young vixen, spent her first week healing in a small cage in the kitchen. May 4th. I've decided to start a fox journal to keep track of our young friend. Samantha looks pretty pitiful and quite unhappy about the clumsy cast. She clunks around her small cage, searching for a way to escape. Miles sleeps next to the cage and seems to comfort the pup. In the beginning, the timid fox was wary of her strange new family, but it wasn't long before her curiosity won over her fears. Her favorite napping spots were cuddled up next to Miles or curled contentedly on Robin's lap. May 14th. Sam's getting around pretty well now, so I've decided to block off the kitchen and leave her cage door open, giving her free run of the kitchen. She pokes her nose into every corner, finding dust balls and other treasures. Miles follows patiently, like a mother protecting her child. May 16th. At mealtime, Miles and Sam share the same bowls. After weeks of living in the safety of the house, it was time to introduce Samantha to the outdoors. Farm chores became quite an adventure for Samantha as she hobbled beside Robin every morning. June 14th. Sam didn't know what to make of Black, our Tennessee Walker. She inched closer to get a better sniff of this giant beast, but a loud, wet snort from Black's nose drove her safely between my feet. June 20th. Well, I knew it had to happen sometime. Samantha had a run-in with Igor, the tough old rooster who has been the barnyard bully for years. Igor chased poor Samantha around the pasture until she finally scrambled safely under a tractor. She stayed there until Miles coaxed her out. Spring passed and the summer settled in. Robin removed the cast, pleased with her handiwork. Sam's leg had healed just like new. When it was time to vaccinate the dogs and cats on the farm, Sam was included. She was truly a member of the family. June 30th. Sam hunts monarchs and grasshoppers in and around the cosmos while I weed the carrot patch. Her tireless leaping and pouncing may seem like play, but she is learning valuable hunting skills. July 7th, a clown act unfolds as Samantha tugs and pulls at the rickety scarecrow. They are performing like dance partners, dipping and swaying in front of a row of young cabbage heads. Corvus, the family crow, annoyed at the intruder, heckled her from a safe distance. Samantha now had her own roomy cage outside that she could run and dig and play in. During the day she could come and go as she pleased, but Robin always locked her up at night to keep her out of trouble. Samantha's favorite games were harass the cats and chase the chickens, but she always steered clear of Igor. July 14th. It tickles me to watch Miles and Sam race through the pastures, zigzagging through the maze of horses and sheep. They leap and prance on anything that moves. Samantha's greatest pleasure seems to be catching and playing with the field mice. Robin knew it was time for Sam to explore the wilds of their back 40. The woods, wetlands, and grassy fields became her playground. Her wild instincts were pure and simple and a delight to watch. With her new independence, she became more and more confident. Many times, Robin and Miles were nearly home before Samantha decided to rejoin them. July 25th. Each time the three of us walk in the back field, Sam wanders further and further away from me, sometimes not returning home until long after dark. In my heart, I know it's a good thing, but it is still sad to see her pull away from us. Today a pheasant flushed in the air. I hope Sam had something to do with that. A wet summer brought in an abundance of life to the wetlands, with plenty of opportunities for Sam to sharpen her hunting skills. She learned very quickly which animals were too big or too fast. August 27th, Sam stalked an adult Canada goose behind a wall of cattails. With her ears and tail twitching, she burst from the greenery, but all she caught were feathers. It's hard to believe that she's nearly full grown now. Samantha returned home less and less. Although it comforted Robin to know Sam was adjusting to her natural world, she still worried. They always left her cage door open and full bowl of food as if she returned for a meal. A treehouse was built in the far field high in the branches of an old walnut tree. There Robin could watch her fox to see that she was safe. September 25th. Samantha discovered my scent at the tree today. She yipped once, circled the tree twice, then looked straight up into my eyes. Miles heard her bark and raced to the tree. Oh, what a reunion they had. Before she left, she marked the tree with her scent. She has accepted my presence. One particular evening, just before sunset, Robin watched as Samantha strutted proudly across the open field with a rooster in her mouth. September 29th. Uh-oh. I think Samantha has finally gotten her revenge on old Igor. Through the binoculars, I'm sure I saw a satisfied twinkle in her eyes. I better lock the chickens up at night. Then there came a time when Samantha disappeared. As the days stretched into weeks, Robin grew more concerned. October 14th. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen Samantha. I hope the coyotes haven't forced her from her home, or worse. October 21st. Week 3. Still no Sam. Where is she? October 28th. Week 4. My heart is heavy with sadness. I fear the worst for Samantha, and I'm afraid I will never see her again. November 5th. Hooray! I spotted my fox curled up like a furry red ball in the fresh snow. I am so happy all is well. This is the picture that when I saw the one that Painted Willow had on her YouTube, that this reminded me of that. Seeing Sam wrapped in a warm winter coat and fattened by summer's fall bounty, Robin's worries eased. With a sharp eye out for an easy meal, Corvus the crow often spied Sam bearing her food and helped himself for a tasty snack. November 17th. Sam almost had crow pie for dinner today after she discovered Corvus raiding her food caches. She has become quite a skillful hunter. Samantha's final passage back to the wild began in December. For the red fox, it is a time for courtship, dance, and family beginnings. Robin caught fleeting glimpses of another fox marking his territory. Her patience was rewarded when she finally spied the pair together. December 12th. This morning I followed 2 sets of fox tracks side by side in the snow. For the last 2 weeks, Sam and her mate have become inseparable. To everyone's delight, the pair began digging a den. From the treehouse, Robin marveled at the shower of sand flying through the air as the determined foxes dug many entrances and tunnels. March 1st. It has been a week since I have seen Samantha. Although her devoted mate will not enter the den, every day he leaves a portion of his catch at the den's entrance. Several weeks later, Sam finally emerged from the den, leaner than Robin remembered. March 20th. Oh, what a greeting the two had! Sam sank to her belly, whining and barking and wagging her tail. The affectionate pair wrestle like pups, happy to be reunited. Both foxes hunt tirelessly, sometimes not seeing each other for days. They took a small share for themselves, but most of it was carried out of sight into the den. April 24th. What a great morning! I was just about to leave when Sam arrived at the den with a rabbit. She made a yipping sound and out scrambled 4 fluffy brown balls of fur. A tug of war broke out between the pups for a piece of the rabbit, but eventually everyone got a share. April 29th. Dusk, and the pups are still out. A nearby great horned owl hoots. The pups should be wary of danger from above as well as on the ground. It wasn't long before the pups ventured out without their parents' coaxing. May 15th. The pups are all out of the den, tugging at tails, nipping at ears. They are in constant state of play. When it seems they are finally exhausted and having stopped for a nap, one pup pounces on another and play begins all over again. June 26th. Sam has become fully wild now. The short time that she spent with us has most likely become a distant memory to her, but we will never forget her or the joy she brought to our family. We are proud of the small part we played in returning her to the wild. Look at that. Oh, some fox facts. The male fox is called a dog, the female is called a vixen, and the babies are kits or pups. They're not always red. Their waterproof fur is rust-colored with black legs and ears. The cross fox coloring is a black with red speckling, and the black coloring is a black fur with no specks at all. There are variations of the red fox. Red fox is between 8 and 15 pounds. Omnivore, they're stock. They can run 30 miles an hour and leap up to 15 feet. The life expectancy in the wild is short, usually 3 years, due to predators, trapping, and automobiles. Courtship and mating season are between December and March, and the pair usually mate for life. Some foxes like to climb tree, and the pup fox barks and yips similar to a dog and makes a mewling sound like a cat. Anyway, that's this wonderful story of saving Samantha. I just thought it was a great one. I love these nonfiction books and this idea of a journal with interspersed with things to move the story along. I think it's wonderful, especially for this type of a book and for this type of a story to take it along. Anyway, that's tonight's story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see how this goes. I will probably I'll do one tomorrow as a premiere because the grandkids are coming and they're arriving. And then the next day is a big party for a bunch of them. So it'll also give me a couple days to get this microphone stuff settled. But until then, we have the fabulous Layla's. Oh my gosh, microphone. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, thanks for being here and thanks for sticking around with me and being part of my story circle for story and art. And until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around. And the first place you'll find it, though, is in your mirror. And I'll see you at the next story circle.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.